House hunting is one of the most exciting journeys that you can take, but it can also be a little intimidating. With so many options and decisions to make, how do you ensure that you find a home that fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your future goals? So in today's lesson, I'm going to walk you through each step of the house hunting process, breaking it down into practical, detailed tips to help you find your perfect home. And make sure you stick around to the end because the last step might completely change how you approach your home search. So step one is to define your lifestyle. Before you start going through listings and scrolling through websites, just take a step back and think about your day-to-day life. What kind of environment suits you best? Are you someone who thrives in hustle and bustle of city life, or do you want suburban calm? Think about your habits, your priorities, your hobbies. For example, if you work remote, you might need a dedicated home office, a quiet space to focus. If you love entertaining friends and family, an open floor plan can work great. Or a big backyard, that might be at the top of your list. If you have kids, proximity to good schools and parks. But by understanding how you live and what's most important, you're going to narrow down the type of homes and the areas or locations that make the most sense for your lifestyle. So step two is going to be creating must-haves and nice-to-haves. Create a list. Now that you've thought about your lifestyle, put a pen down on a sheet of paper and put two lists together, one for non-negotiables and one for things that you might like to have, okay? A specific number of bedrooms or bathrooms, a big backyard, a home in a certain school district or close to your work, that might be important. Nice to have things could be like a pool or hot tub, modern fixtures, a finished basement or attic. But if you have these lists put together beforehand, it's going to help you stay focused and prevent you from getting off track or distracted by features that don't really meet your needs. Step number three, know your budget. One of the most important steps in house hunting is to understand your financial limitations. So you want to start by meeting with a mortgage lender like me. Get pre-approved for a mortgage, and this is going to give you a clear idea of how much you can afford. And also it's going to make you a stronger candidate in the eyes of sellers by going through that vetting process. So when calculating your budget, you're not just looking at the sticker price of the house. You have to factor in other costs, property taxes, home insurance, maintenance costs, HOA fees, if those are applicable. Be realistic about what you can afford each month without stretching your finances too thin, because a home is meant to bring you joy, not stressing about money and monthly payments. So step four, we're going to be researching the neighborhood. It's not just the building, but it's about where the building is located. So spend time researching neighborhoods to find the right fit for your lifestyle. Even go at night and look around, see what's going on. Figure out the proximity to work, school, amenities, grocery stores, gym, and just the vibe of the community. Does it feel welcoming? Does it feel safe to you? Figure out the noise levels, traffic patterns, cleanliness. And look at the long-term resale value. Often areas with up-and-coming development or good schools have better intrinsic value over the long run. And this is going to really give you a long-term perspective on the property. Step five, use technology to streamline your search. The days of having to drive around with real estate agents aimlessly looking for sale signs, that's old. That's not how it's done today. Nowadays, apps, websites, technology, use these tools to filter homes on your budget, your size, your location preferences. Look at detailed photos, and with a lot of properties, you can even take virtual tours. Save your favorite listings, send them to your real estate agent. You can do virtual tours to preview without having to make that time commitment of going to the property in person. Now, these aren't replacement for setting up a home tour, but they at least help you narrow down your options and figure out if it's a possibility. Step number six is focus on the essentials. When you're touring properties, it's really easy to get swept up in trendy paint, shiny colors, or appliances, but those things are nice, but that's not really what it's about when you're buying a house. You want to focus on things that are harder to change, like the overall layout. Does it meet your needs? The size of the lot, the location within the neighborhood, the quality of the construction, and any visible maintenance issues or repairs that you might need to make. Remember, you can always change the cosmetic details over time, but things like the layout and the location, those are much harder or impossible to fix. Step number seven, plan for the future. Your dream home isn't just about right now, it's about years ahead. So think about how your needs might change over the next 5 to 10 years. For example, maybe you're planning on having some kids. Do you have enough space to accommodate that? If you're working remote, do you need that extra space for your home office? Will the home's resale value hold up if you decide to move within a certain period of time? If you think long term, it makes you look at these decisions as they're really going to affect you. Step number 8 is to get a home inspection. I really don't recommend skipping a professional inspection, even if a house looks perfect. There can be hidden issues, plumbing, leaks, foundation issues, electrical problems. I mean, those things can cost thousands to repair. So a home inspection gives you some peace of mind, also allows you to negotiate repairs if any issues come up before you close. And it's an essential step that really protects your investment, so highly recommend the inspection. Finding your perfect home doesn't have to be overwhelming, but by taking the time to understand your lifestyle, your priorities, doing your research, you're going to be well on your way to making a confident and informed decision. If this video helped you, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical home buying tips. And in the comments, let me know what you're looking for. What's a feature of your dream home that you absolutely need? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy house hunting.